Forget everything you thought you knew about Saudi Arabia. Beyond oil and endless deserts lies a land of striking contrasts, where futuristic skylines rise alongside ancient ruins and pristine beaches stretch below dramatic mountains. It is home to Mecca and Medina, the holiest cities in the Islamic world, and to modern marvels like Riyadh's skyline and Jeddah's vibrant coast. With Vision 2030 transforming the nation, Saudi Arabia is opening to the world, blending tradition, spirituality, and innovation. From the timeless tombs of AlUla to the breathtaking edge of the world, this is a journey of discovery across one of Earth's most fascinating countries, Mecca. Mecca is unlike any other city on Earth. Just 80 kilometers from the Red Sea, it stands as the spiritual heart of Islam, drawing more than 1.5 billion believers in reverence. Each year, over 2.5 million pilgrims arrive for the Hajj, a sacred duty every Muslim who is able must fulfill at least once. At its center lies the Kaaba, draped in black and gold, believed to have been built by Abraham and Ishmael. Surrounding it is Masjid al-Haram, the world's largest mosque, with space for over 1.5 million worshippers. Reserved exclusively for Muslims, Mecca's atmosphere is unlike any other, with rituals and devotion filling its streets during Hajj and throughout the year during Umrah. Medina. Just 450 kilometers north of Mecca lies Medina, another city of immense spiritual importance. Known as Al-Madina al-Munawwara, or the Enlightened City, it is the resting place of the Prophet Muhammad and the site of the Prophet's Mosque. Its iconic green dome is one of the most recognized symbols in the Islamic world. While Mecca is filled with the bustle of constant activity during the Hajj, Medina has a different rhythm. The atmosphere here is calmer, filled with a sense of peace and reflection. The mosque itself is immense, capable of accommodating over 1 million worshippers, and it remains a place of learning and devotion. It was here that the first Islamic community took root, and today the city continues to be a center of religious education and spiritual life. Like Mecca, Medina is reserved for Muslims only, but its significance transcends borders and cultures. For believers, it is not just a destination, it is a journey into the heart of faith. Riyadh. Moving from the spiritual to the modern, the capital city of Riyadh is the perfect representation of Saudi Arabia's ambition. With nearly 8 million residents, Riyadh is a sprawling metropolis that sits at the very center of the desert, yet looks straight into the future. The skyline is defined by bold architectural statements like the Kingdom Center Tower, an elegant skyscraper that soars over 300 meters high and offers panoramic views from its observation deck. Glass towers, financial districts, and wide avenues give Riyadh the look of a global hub. Yet alongside its futuristic facade lies a deep connection to history. To the west of the modern center lies Diriyah, the birthplace of the Saudi dynasty in the 18th century. Today, Diriyah is being transformed into a cultural showcase with carefully restored adobe architecture, open-air museums, and culinary spaces that celebrate local traditions. Wandering here feels like stepping into a bridge between past and present. For those seeking a taste of traditional life, Riyadh's Souk al-Zal is a must. This bustling market brims with hand-woven carpets, oud perfumes, traditional swords, and colorful handicrafts. The atmosphere is filled with rich aromas and vibrant sounds, a reminder that even in a city racing toward the future, traditions remain alive. Jeddah. On the western coast lies Jeddah, a city that perfectly balances heritage and modernity. Known as the gateway to Mecca, Jeddah has welcomed travelers for centuries. Its historic district, Al-Balad, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site where coral stone houses with wooden balconies called Rawashin line narrow alleys. Walking here is like traveling back in time, with the sense of spices and freshly baked bread wafting through the air. Yet Jeddah is not only about history. The city is also looking to the future with the ambitious Jeddah Tower project, set to be the tallest building in the world at over 1,000 meters once completed. Alongside this futuristic vision, Jeddah offers natural treasures too. Its coral reefs are among the richest and most vibrant in the world, making it a paradise for divers and sea lovers. Just minutes from the bustling center, the underwater world bursts with colorful fish, sea turtles, and intricate coral formations. Jeddah embodies the coastal soul of Saudi Arabia, where tradition meets creativity and nature thrives right alongside modern innovation. AlUla and Hegra. traveling north takes us to one of Saudi Arabia's greatest treasures, AlUla. Nestled among sandstone mountains and silent canyons, AlUla is a place where history is carved into rock. The crown jewel here is Hegra, also known as Madain Saleh. This ancient Nabatean city, recognized by UNESCO as Saudi Arabia's first World Heritage Site, features more than 100 monumental tombs carved directly into towering rock formations. The craftsmanship, precision, and symmetry are astonishing, with inscriptions that date back to the 1st century before Christ. It's a place that feels timeless, suspended between silence and eternity. Just nearby stands Elephant Rock, a natural stone formation shaped like a giant elephant rising from the earth. At sunset, when the rocks glow in shades of red and gold, the entire landscape transforms into a living painting. AlUla is also becoming a cultural hub, hosting art festivals, open-air exhibitions, and immersive experiences that connect the ancient with the contemporary. It is a destination that perfectly blends archaeology with creativity, making it both a treasure of the past and a vision for the future. Edge of the world. One of the most surreal landscapes in the Arabian Peninsula is just 120 kilometers from Riyadh, the edge of the world. The name itself captures the feeling. When standing atop these dramatic cliffs, it truly seems as though the earth has come to an end and the horizon stretches infinitely. Part of the Taweek Escarpment, this geological formation extends for hundreds of kilometers, with sheer cliffs dropping into vast stretches of desert. The silence here is almost sacred, broken only by the sound of the wind or the sight of falcons gliding overhead. At times, camel caravans can be spotted far below, tracing tiny lines across the sands. Reaching the edge of the world requires a journey through both paved and off-road paths, but the effort is rewarded with some of the most breathtaking views imaginable. The sunsets here, painting the cliffs in hues of orange, gold, and violet, are among the most unforgettable sights in Saudi Arabia. The Rub Al Khali. If there is one place that captures the essence of the desert, it is the Rub Al Khali, or the Empty Quarter. Covering more than 600,000 square kilometers, it is the largest continuous sand desert in the world, stretching across Saudi Arabia, Oman, the UAE, and Yemen. The dunes here rise more than 300 meters, shifting constantly as if the desert itself is alive. Temperatures soar above 50 degrees during the day and plunge into freezing cold at night, creating an environment that is both extreme and mesmerizing. Despite its name, the Empty Quarter is not entirely empty. Bedouin tribes have lived here for centuries, adapting to the desert's challenges with resilience and wisdom. Their stories, passed down around campfires under starlit skies, speak of hidden oases and ancient trade routes. Legends even tell of Ubar, the mythical Atlantis of the sands, said to be buried beneath the dunes. To experience the Rub Al Khali is to experience silence in its purest form, a reminder of nature's vastness and humanity's smallness. Rijal Al Ma. In the lush Asir region of southwestern Saudi Arabia lies a village unlike any other, Rijal Al Ma. Known as the Rainbow Village, it is famous for its slate stone houses decorated with vibrant hand-painted geometric patterns. This unique artistic style, called Al-Khat al-Asiri, has been recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage. The village features more than 60 multi-story buildings, many of which are centuries old. Walking through its cobbled streets reveals a tapestry of colors, local museums filled with ancient artifacts, and warm hospitality from its residents, who proudly preserve their traditions. Rijal Al Ma was once a key stop on trade routes between Yemen and the holy cities. Today, it is a celebration of art, history, and culture set against the backdrop of green mountains and misty hills. The atmosphere is magical, offering a side of Saudi Arabia that surprises anyone who expects only deserts. Jabal Tuwaik. Stretching more than 800 kilometers across the heart of Saudi Arabia, Jabal Tuwaik is one of the country's most iconic mountain ranges. Its distinctive crescent shape is so massive that it can be seen from space. For centuries, it guided ancient caravans through the Arabian Peninsula. Today, it is a destination for hikers, photographers, and explorers. The cliffs provide sweeping views of endless sand seas, and along its trails, marine fossils can be found, remnants of a time when this desert was once submerged under the ocean. The most famous viewpoint is the edge of the world, but Jabal Tuwaik is full of hidden corners where silence and immensity combine to create unforgettable experiences. Dammam. On the eastern coast, where the desert meets the Persian Gulf, lies Dammam, Together with Khobar and Dhahran, it forms one of Saudi Arabia's most important metropolitan regions. Here, sleek glass skyscrapers reflect the sun, while the Dammam Corniche stretches along the waterfront, becoming a favorite gathering place at sunset. Pearl Island, with its shell-shaped tower, has become an icon of the city, offering green spaces, cultural centers, and sweeping views of the Gulf. Though modern in appearance, Dammam also stays connected to tradition. Local markets overflow with perfumes, dates, and hand-woven carpets, while festivals bring the community together to celebrate cultural heritage. Dammam shows how Saudi Arabia is embracing modern life without losing its roots. Wadi Ala, hidden in the arid mountains and rocky landscapes, is Wadi Ala, a fertile valley that feels like a miracle. Natural springs flow through the ground, feeding streams that wind between tall palm trees and lush greenery. The contrast with the surrounding desert is so dramatic that it feels almost unreal. For centuries, caravans stopped here to rest and refresh during their long journeys. Today, the valley remains relatively untouched by mass tourism, making it an ideal place for travelers seeking authenticity and tranquility. Adobe villages dot the landscape, where locals cultivate dates and vegetables, living in harmony with nature. At certain times of the year, wildflowers blanket the valley, transforming it into a tapestry of colors. Wadi Ala is not just an oasis of water, but an oasis of peace, offering a glimpse into a simpler, more timeless way of life. Cultural curiosities and surprises. Saudi Arabia is not only defined by its landscapes and cities, but also by its unique cultural details. Pork and alcohol are strictly prohibited by law, reflecting the country's Islamic principles. Social etiquette also matters greatly. Showing the sole of your foot, for example, is considered disrespectful. Modern Saudi Arabia, however, continues to surprise. Riyadh boasts indoor ski slopes, a true novelty in the middle of the desert. Cinemas, once banned for decades, are now thriving as part of the nation's cultural renaissance. At the same time, ancient traditions such as camel herding and Bedouin storytelling remain part of everyday life, coexisting with futuristic projects like Neom, a planned megacity straight out of science fiction. Which of these wonders captured your imagination the most? Was it the timeless silence of the empty quarter, the breathtaking cliffs of the edge of the world, or the vibrant colors of Rijal Al Ma? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and activate the notification bell so that the next journey brings even more incredible places to explore. Saudi Arabia is only the beginning. The world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and every journey is another adventure.